I'm Quentin. I'm a young man, and I like to party. Holy Brexit! I knew my past life would catch up with me, but where have all my friends gone? This place is emptier than one of Portillo's after-dinner speeches, and certainly less crowded than the Tory leadership contest.
You've talked about your use of cocaine. Do you accept that you committed a crime?
Yes, it was a crime, it was a mistake. I deeply regret it.
When I was at a wedding in Iran, the opium pipe was passed around, and I smoked the opium pipe with the other men waiting for the wedding to happen.
I've said yesterday I'd tried blow pot, marijuana, whatever.
Blow's cocaine.
Well, then that's the wrong word. Not where I come from, it wasn't.
I tried cannabis at university. I'm not proud of it. I regret it.
I cannot swear that I've always observed a top speed limit in this country of 70 miles an hour.
Good line from Boris. Jeremy Hunt thinks he might have tried a wacky-backy lassie. Dominic Raab has admitted to trying cannabis at university. A friend of Matt Hancock says he may have tried the drug in the past. As for me, I tell you what I want, what I really, really want: Spice Girls.
What you think about that? Now you know how I feel.
Front-runner Boris Johnson had chosen to stay out of the spotlight until his launch on Wednesday. Boris, there you are. He faced some tough questioning from journalists, to the evident displeasure of his supporters.
You brought shame on your party when you described veiled Muslim women as letterboxes and bank robbers. People who have worked closely with you do not think you're fit to be Prime Minister.
If sometimes in the course of trying to get across what I genuinely think, I use phrases and language that have caused offence, of course I'm sorry for the offence that I have caused, but I will continue to speak as directly as I can.
In the meantime, other candidates used their launches to warn that things could all go a bit Pete Tong if Boris was elected, not least Mr. Gove.
Mr. Johnson, whatever you do, don't pull out. I know you have before.
Is this the person that you want writing the instructions to the nuclear submarines? Is this the man that you want embodying your nation?
We won't deliver Brexit with bluff and bluster. I'm the conviction Brexiteer with a plan, the discipline and the focus to lead us out by the end of October.
Without a deal, any Prime Minister who promised to leave by a certain date would have to call a general election to change the parliamentary arithmetic. And that is an election we would lose badly.
Sam Gyimah, the only contender backing a second referendum, was forced to withdraw from the contest on Monday owing to lack of support. The other candidates were keen to put their own spin on the next steps of Brexit.
Delay means defeat. Delay means Corbyn. Kick the can again, and we kick the bucket.
It's been 3 years. We haven't delivered Brexit. We said we would, and we haven't, and the people think we're incompetent, so we need to get on with it.
If we vote for a potential Prime Minister who said, whatever happens, I'm going to leave on October the 31st, we will be voting for a Prime Minister who will not be able to deliver Brexit before there's a general election. The Conservatives will lose that general election.
There's this idea from some people that to deliver Brexit, we should suspend our parliamentary democracy, and I will not have it.
I think the only way to come through this is to find a moderate, pragmatic Brexit.
Predictably, the EU were reluctant to dance to a Brexiteer beat.
This is a treaty between the United Kingdom and the European Union. It has to be respected. It has to be respected by whomsoever will be the next British Prime Minister.
Ah, glow sticks! Magical! Talking of magic tricks, the Tory leadership contenders were setting out their tax proposals. Boris Johnson's idea of raising the threshold at which people pay 40% tax ruffled the most feathers. From the other candidates came a variety of proposals, from tax cuts to pay rises for public sector workers. Whilst most eyes were on the Tory leadership election, there was some fancy footwork from Labour to try to seize control of the Commons agenda again, to try to stop a no-deal Brexit.
If the next Prime Minister is foolish enough to try to pursue a no-deal Brexit without gaining the consent of this House, or to prorogue Parliament in order to force through no deal, then Parliament would have the means to prevent that.
That attempt to seize control was defeated by 11 votes. Despite a narrow by-election win, the Labour leader faced a bruising start to the week. He had a difficult meeting with his MPs. They criticised him on a range of issues, from Brexit to recent election performances to dealing with anti-Semitism and even allegations against his newest MP. Something perhaps not entirely lost on Theresa May.
Today would have been the 90th birthday of Anne Frank had she survived, but died in the Nazi Bergen-Belsen concentration camp in 1945.
Everybody across this House and across our society should do everything we can in the fight against anti-Semitism. Can I also this is my first opportunity to welcome the new Honourable Member for Peterborough to her seat in this chamber.
With the PM close to her last dance, she used a question from Jeremy Corbyn to try to boast about what she hopes will be a legacy policy.
I'm very surprised the Right Honourable Gentleman hasn't taken the opportunity to stand up and thank this government for our announcement today that we are going to legislate for net zero on emissions by 2050.
The legacy of her government is one of failure. They claimed they would tackle burning injustices. They failed. They told pensioners their benefits were safe. Now they're taking away the TV licences for the over 75s.
We're reducing our carbon footprint. Lights out. Quentin, please go home. You're not good for business.
Okay. But where's the sesh? Molly! I'm in the dog. Oh.